It's okay. You'll just have to be your name. That'll get people to click it to add you. Let me put that we're
What we should
live.
really do is get those like witness protection, like black bar.
Put it just
Is
over
there a
our
way for you
eyes.
to just tell me what the whatchamacallit is, like the room and stuff, instead of just like a clickable link next time? You know what I mean? Like usually it says like when you sign into Zoom, it'll say like meeting ID or something like that.
Ah.
Uh, kind
I
of.
can, yeah, I can do that next time. Is that easier for you?
Well, just this one opens up in the browser. The other one I actually have a Zoom thing and it's already all set up. I forgot how I did it last time again. Let me see. Just because all the info's already on the other one. It's like two different ones. One's an app and one's online.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I mean,
I will
unless
look
I'm
into that. I will make it easier for you, sir. Definitely
well, it's
for
not
sure.
easy. I just clicking is really easier, but it just this one just doesn't have my info. Let me see if I
Ah,
could just update this one. Try to figure it out.
if it puts up a picture of boobies or something, I'm gonna laugh. So I'm just, that's all
Oh, I
I'm saying.
wonder if maybe I wonder because I'm not signed in.
That could be it too.
Let's see.
All right. Hey, just so you guys know, still having issues with Nice Hash. Nice Hash
Wow,
doesn't
still.
like me having. I wanted to have two accounts. There you go, Bo. I wanted to have two accounts. I wanted
Yeah.
one for for me, for
Oh
my
yeah, this.
stuff, and then I wanted
Oh
one.
yeah, you have that with brains, right?
Right, yeah, with brains I can do that. It's no big deal. Like I've got two. And it's I'm honest about it. I'm not trying to do anything hinky, you know what I mean? It's just I'd rather if I'm going to have something on stream, I don't want all my personal information on there. So I have the one for, the show or whatever. And
Yeah.
Nice Hash has been like it doesn't want to send me um like the authorization codes to my email and stuff, and so I've got a help ticket in, and they're like looking into it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like they've been communicative, which is cool, but at the same time, it's like it's been like 11 days, guys. So like brains, it
Mhm.
is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
So
just
brains
weird.
authenticates only with Telegram,
We're
right?
we're not online
Mhm.
right now. Nobody can hear us, right?
No, we're online.
Okay.
We're live. Yeah, we went right on live today. Yeah, if you need to tell us something private, you need to put it in our super
It
secret
wasn't that
chat.
important. I was just going to talk to you about what you guys mentioned in the chat. I couldn't really read that much. I was busy all the way up to like literally right now.
Mhm.
But about that guy that won, he mentioned about winning again. I just figured maybe we'll make it clear with them once they win, they can't win again. Or
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Yeah.
time limit on that. Yeah, no, we can't have. We want to give everybody a shot. I guess is the way to put it. We want to give
yeah,
everybody a shot, and we're kind of making the rule for right now that it's got to be you gotta risk it for the biscuit. It's got to go to a solo pool because we want to see somebody hit it, not just stack it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more fun that way, and people
Mhm.
get and if they win, then it would be cool.
It's
People
cool. It's a
talk
big
about.
party,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. Right on. Okay, so just wanted to let's do some housekeeping as everybody's coming in, just so everybody knows what's going on. We'll go ahead and get the stupid the April Fool's stuff out of the way. So the April Fool's we were going to do today is I was going to tell everybody that we are becoming the proof of stake
Proof of
show,
stake.
and because proof of stake is better than proof of work, and that Bobby sold his Qs and took the money and invested it in Solana, and Bull is now a Caspa miner. So we got that out of the way. So that's done.
Yeah.
But
Solana is quantum proof or something. I
right,
don't know.
yeah, figure something out about that, right? You love paying gas fees or whatever they do over there. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But seriously, all right. So people are filtering in. I can see the numbers are climbing right now across. Hey, Glenn. Let me say. Hey, Glenn. For my poor other co-hosts here, they can't see some of you guys talking, so I apologize for that. I'll make sure that I put it out to you guys. Now, last week I had really bad allergies, and Jerry. Yes, Jerry, Parasite Pool does count as solo. Yes, Parasite Pool is allowed. If you win, then yes, you can do Parasite Pool, absolutely. Their model to me, since it's like a hybrid model, you guys don't have a problem with that, right? I think Parasite would still count because if
Yeah,
you
that's
hit, you
fine.
get the first Bitcoin. that's yours, and then they spread
Yeah,
the
you get
rest
like
out.
the majority of it or something.
I think it's you get one Bitcoin and then the rest gets spread amongst the pool. Is that how they do it? You get the first of the 3.125.
Yeah, they do something weird like
It's a
that.
hybrid model, but I would say I'm okay with Parasite.
It's
They're a
fine.
smaller pool. Not my favorite, but I'm not going to say no. I mean, there's other pools out there that aren't my favorite, so I'm not going to say no to those as well. The only thing we would just say is if it's like a fully combined pool, like just a sat stacking pool, we're going to say no. Like please understand, we want this to be a risk it for the biscuit, and I think that with Parasite, you're still risking it for the biscuit, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my Sats to transfer over now. Let me double check that. Let's see if it went over yet, guys.
You gotta wait 3 block confirmations, I think.
Something like that. Yeah. Let me see if it's gone over yet. Sometimes it's quicker. No, still going through. I'm still waiting. So it says deposit detected. So, okay. So we'll just wait a little bit longer. We want people in the room anyway, right? Michael, how's it going, man? So yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Jerry. Jerry, by the way, you guys out there, you've heard me probably talk about him before if you've been on Midweek Mining. Jerry does some really cool stuff for me, like when I need 3D files made for my 3D printers. I send the ideas to him and he designs them for me because I'm retarded and I can't design things like that. And he's really good at it. So that's who I usually, if you need something made into a 3D file that you can print, reach out to him because he does a great job and he accepts Bitcoin as payment. So that's always good.
That's cool. You guys send me that link.
Yeah. So that's Jerry Gensler. Yeah. Let me see here. Okay. We're getting powered up. Looks like we've got about 16, 17 viewers. So we're going to let that roll for here for a little bit and then we'll get this going. Same thing as we did last week, guys. We're going to give you, some hash power. Last week we did, what was it, like $45 or something like that? I think it was like 45, $50. I forget. Anyway, this week we're doing 100. I threw $100 worth of sats into the pool, and we're gonna get that going. So we'll check it out. 3 things we're gonna talk about tonight before we get to our other housekeeping, so I make sure I put that out there. The three things we're gonna be talking about tonight are we've got the difficulty mining adjustment, the difficulty adjustment coming up here. Can you guys tell I had some sugar today? The difficulty adjustment is coming up here like in the next 24 hours or so. Let me see here. God, that's 30 hours. Looking at mempool. Yeah, so I was just telling Bobby about this, but yeah,
getting flashbanged by mempool.
Yeah, exactly. Like mempool, man. I understand you're doing this because it's haha, April Fool's joke. So you made it so it's got to be light mode only, but holy cow, when I logged into mempool.space before, it burned my eye sockets. I was like, I felt like that guy from frickin' Last Crusade. I was like, it was nuts. But if you have your own version of mempool on your own node, it doesn't do that. But if you go to mempool.space, you're going to get your eyes burned out today. So, hey, Jez, how's it going?
I thought it was just an April Fool's joke. I didn't know they actually did it for real.
I didn't either till I logged in when I was like, what the crap, man? That's just crazy. Did you guys see? I'll get to it in a minute because I'm getting off track here. So that's going to be our first topic. Second topic we're going to talk about today is wow. Went right out my ear. It went right out of my ear. Hold on, let me pull it back up. That's what happens. Well, we're going to talk about so it's tax time, right? Or the end of tax time in the US. If you're doing your taxes now, you're definitely knocking on heaven's door for getting it in on time for April 15th. But for those of us who did our taxes, for those of you who actually got them back yet, I didn't. I'm getting a letter from the IRS. They said, keep an eye on your mail. We need more information. And I'm like, okay, great. Here we go. I know what that's about. I got a new air conditioner in 2025, a new AC for my house. And on TurboTax, it said if you got any of these appliances installed on your house this year that are energy efficient, click this button. You may get a tax, a discount, like some type of tax benefit from it. So I clicked it and it asked me the information on the label for it, and I put it all in there, and it said, hey, you qualify. And then when I sent my taxes in electronically, it kicked it back right away, and then it made me wait a week and a half because I did my taxes in February. It made me wait like a week and a half, and then finally the IRS said, you only get that tax credit if you owe us something. I'm like, well, that's not fair. So what's the value in that? Like, why even bother then? So I think what happened was that's probably what the letter's about. It's like, we want you to tell us what type of air conditioner you got, but whatever. But for those of you that actually are getting something back on your taxes, and are looking for maybe increasing your hash rate, we're going to talk about what's profitable right now. Cause like, what was it? What did I say before? 15 to 20% of modern miners right now that are like currently on the market are unprofitable if you're looking at it from a US dollar to Bitcoin standpoint. So we're going to talk about the ones that kind of are profitable, things that you might be looking at if you're making a shopping list. So we'll get to that too. But before we do that, did you guys see Luke Dasher's April Fool's joke that he put up?
I think I saw it.
Yo,
yeah, he's going back to Bitcoin magazine or something.
And that Shinobi's going to be his boss, his editor. He had me rolling.
Okay,
I was like, oh man, there were some decent ones out there today. I'll admit, some of them were funny. What's his name? King Shitcoiner, David Bailey. He tried to make some jokes, and people were just like, "You're not funny. Like you're that's not funny." So, but yeah, there were some good ones out there. I was gonna crack up for some of them, but Luke's really got me that he threw that out there because I don't see him as a guy who jokes around much. So for him to him to throw out a joke kind of hits. So I was impressed. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Now, before we get into the topics though, let's talk about some housekeeping. First of all, Bobby, how's your week been?
My week has been good. I was just looking at a Atlas pool and I got a new highest difficulty and I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Nice. What device was it and what was your difficulty?
It was the Brains hash rate. Hash
No
power.
kidding.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that breaks my theory. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear I was wrong.
Yeah, I've been pretty happy with it because Atlas Pool, they have like a calculator. I
Mhm.
made a post about it. So they have like a calculator of you say like how much hash rate you have and like how long do you have it for. And then it calculates your like median best share.
Mhm.
And the median, I think it was like 153 something. Yeah, 153 G.
Okay.
And then like 2 days, actually maybe one day after I got a 239.51 G. And then this morning at 2 a.m., I got 241.98 G.
Okay.
So yeah, I just beat it.
Right on, man.
Not by a lot.
Hey, it's still going in the right direction. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's great.
And it blows my theory out of the water. So I'm really glad to hear that because I was getting to that point where I was like, do I want to do it anymore if my Nano 3S is going to consistently get better difficulties? And yeah, so good. All right, cool. Glad to hear that.
Where do you mine to? Because I mean, I have a theory. I'm not willing to say anything, but I think if you point it to like a different pool other than brains, just see
Yeah,
how
I
that
don't
works.
I don't point it at brains. I've been
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I've been doing it at Atlas. Just trying to
Oh,
see if I can
wow.
hit there.
Okay, so just like I did.
hmm I'm thinking I'm
Do you
probably
have it
gonna.
on the high difficulty or low difficulty?
I've been doing the high diff pool. Are you doing the normal
Okay,
pool?
yeah, that's what I've been doing
Okay.
too.
Yeah, high diff pool has
Yeah.
less traffic, so I figured that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was talking to them on the Discord and they said since I'm just renting one petahash, it's nothing big. He said, "Oh, just try the low difficulty pool."
Mhm.
And I put that in and then Brains immediately said like, "Hey, you should use the high difficulty pool." So,
Mhm.
okay, fine.
Okay, right on. Okay. And just so you guys know that Atlas Pool does have some really cool like little tools on there. Matt from Atlas Pool does some neat
Yeah.
stuff. So it's things that he puts things up that he would want to use as a miner. So that's what's cool about it. Like he's putting things up there that he says like, man, I wish there was a tool for this, and he designs it and puts it up there. So that's really neat.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with that. I've been looking for like the Bitcoin miner like Swiss Army knife.
Mhm.
And then he sent me the link to that, and I was like, "Oh, this is exactly what I've been wanting."
Right on, right on. Okay, we just broke 50 viewers. We're at a little over 50. We'll start the drawing here in a few minutes, guys. But before we get to that, Bull, how's your week been, man? Are you on a cruise ship again, or are you actually, grinding out the work week like us stiffs?
No, yeah, my work is starting to pick up and it's starting to get a little bit more nice out. So I started doing my deck and preparing for my patio around a pool. I put a pool in last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't do the patio because I had to fill in around the pool with dirt, and you have to let it settle, or else like if you do stamped concrete, it'll crack, or if you go with pavers, they end up sinking. So they recommend leaving it, to go through the freezing cold and whatnot.
Let it
So
settle properly.
yeah, between that and work picking up, when it starts getting nicer out, everybody wants to start, remodeling, doing all this stuff to the house. So
Mm-hmm.
this is when my season starts getting busy, and then it's nice out. You want to, do things too. So
Mm-hmm.
I've just been pretty much swamped, but I'm still here doing things.
Right on. Well, good. I'm excited to see what spring will bring for things. Hey, Jez just asked a question in chat. He said, "Can other SHA-256 be solo mined through Brains/nice nice pool? Is it possible to hide the hash rate for Bitcoin Cash, etc.?" So, interesting question, and I guess I'll now go ahead and get crapped on by people because I did try something here. Bobby's laughing; he knows what's coming. 2 weeks ago, I tried something. I rented. I forget what it was, like $25 in hash rate and on Brains, and I tried throwing it on a BCH, a Bitcoin Cash solo pool. I was experimenting. I wanted to see if it would work, if you could do it, because there was nothing that specifically said in the FAQ you couldn't. And I was like, okay, it has a lower difficulty. If I hit that, I can flip $1,800 worth of BCH and roll that into, do some more Bitcoin mining, right? I was experimenting, just trying to see what happened. Doing a little crap coining, right? And it ran for like 6 or 7 minutes, and then it kicked back and said the code it gave me was unlucky. I should be able to show you guys. Hold on. So the answer to your question is no, you cannot not on Brains. Where was it? Deposits, market, no. Hold on, I'll find it here, guys. Orders, there it is. Right here. You see where it says canceled? It was at 6%. Okay, it ran for 29 minutes. It got up to 3.43 of the 6 petahash a second I had ordered. And then it kicked it back and it said nope. And it refunded me everything but my my transfer fees, my transaction fees. So I didn't really lose anything other than, a little bit of transaction fees for the knowledge. So good question. Now you can't. Now, from my understanding, though, with NiceHash, you can. I think they do rentals for a bunch of different things, but I haven't been able to get in there and play with it because I've been kind of locked out of it. But from my understanding is somebody hit Bitcoin Cash like a week or so ago with rented hash rate on NiceHash. So, I mean,
Nice.
yeah. So you technically the answer to that question, Jez, is NiceHash. I think you can, and then with Brains, no, you can't. They're definitely Bitcoin only with it. It will catch it and it'll kick it back to you. And now I can't guarantee you if you try it yourself that you'll get your Sats back, but I got mine back, minus the transaction fees, and it did take a little bit of time to get it back. I kind of had to ask some questions in Telegram and whatnot, and then it did come back to me. So, but I didn't get any pushback. Like I didn't get anything nasty from Brains. I'll give credit where credit is due. They took care of it, but they're also in a beta test, so like this is still not a full thing yet. But good question. Okay, we're at over 60 viewers, guys. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start the drawing now because it's 20 after. So I'm gonna draw a line. And then to enter, type hashtag. We're going to do hashtag Bobby this week. Type hashtag Bobby.
Hashtag Bobby.
That's it.
Okay.
Hashtag Bobby. And we'll let that run for a couple minutes. Once we get enough people, we'll go ahead and run it through ChatGPT.
Where are they putting the hashtag Bobby? They put it on your
Right in chat. They can put it in chat. I get to see all the chats on my screen, and I have all.
Oh, okay. So wherever they're watching this live from.
Exactly. It broadcasts it to all of them, so they can put it if they're on Twitch, if they're on YouTube, or they're on X. As long as they type it in there, it should pop up. And the first time we did it, it was somebody on X. The second time we did it, it was somebody on YouTube. So definitely it works across them. So yeah.
Hashtag Bobby.
There we go. Got some hashtag Bobby going. Right on. DanMan3370 and Digi in there. All right. Michael Cadillac going. All right, cool. So we'll let that run for a couple minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, so we got about 30 hours. I'm going to pull this up over here while we're talking about this, guys, so y'all can see it. Oh, I got to share my screen because I always forget to do this for my bros. I'm sorry, guys. Share.
We're used to it.
Yeah, because I'm not good at what I do. Y'all know this.
That's a lot of ones.
There we go. Got that. I need my producer
There
back.
we go.
There we go.
Now we're flashbanged.
Can you see like how bright it just got? Like, look at my bald head shining off of freaking mempool.space right now because of that.
Why you don't put dark theme?
You can't. It's today. He has the. He did this on purpose. This is his April Fool's joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now, if it's on your own node, you're fine. You know, if you're running your own version of mempool, but on mempool.space, you're getting a suntan today. But just wanted to point out here, so we got about 30 hours until the next difficulty adjustment. For those that do not know what the difficulty adjustment is, if you're new to Bitcoin mining, roughly every, 2016 blocks, right? Every 2016 blocks, which equals out to about 2 weeks, the Bitcoin self-evaluates and finds out if the blocks are hitting at about 10 minutes, and it tries to self-adjust. It's very good at it. The algorithm for it is or the code for it is very good at it. Right now we're at 9.6 minutes, so it looks like we're doing about a 4.5 to 5% increase, which erases like 2/3 of the previous downturn. So
you want to hear something funny? I had mempool.space already on my TV. I leave it up with my chart now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in dark theme. So I'm like, wait a second, is this running off my node? I got confused for a second. And I decided to reload it.
You hit refresh.
And then you're like, oh!
Yeah, I should have done that.
Although I got 2 key lights here, I'm literally flashbanging myself.
Right?
I seen it still in dark. I was like, wait, mine's not like that. What the heck? Should never reloaded.
All right. 2 more minutes, guys, and we'll do the drawing. So yeah.
Oh, I see Luxor got a block. Speaking of Luxor,
yeah.
Did y'all see that HashWatcher now has support for LuxOS?
It does. I'm excited about that.
That's pretty cool.
I've been fooled around with that HashWatcher. So you could put any pool, any miner up to it?
No, you can put any of the BitX ones, so BitX, NerdX, Octax, all those. You can put Canaan. I think it's just the Canaan home miners. I don't think it's like the Avalon A16.
They did a recent
it might
update.
be.
I'm not sure. Yeah, let me see here.
And it has LuxOS. Oh, and it had Brains, but it's had Brains for like a little while.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so just the Q and Nano 3S.
I actually reached out to the HashWatcher guy today, and I'm going to be having him as a guest on the Bitcoin mining show. So we're trying to get that set up now. I like the app. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I got to fool around with it.
I noticed something weird about that. It supports the Q, the Nano 3S. Where's the Mini 3?
Right. I wonder
why does it not support the Mini 3? That's so weird.
We'll have to ask him about that when he is on the show.
Yeah, because it's part of the home series. I've seen. I think Chris has one. I've seen him post a like Avalon family app.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna be added.
I wonder why.
Maybe there's something different about it because it's more heater than I don't know. We'll ask. If you're available when I do that interview, man, you're of course welcome to come co-host with me. So
cool.
So yeah. Oh, and I knew the LVO8 was already on there because I have my Lucky Miner running through that, but mine is jailbroken by the guys at PlebSource, so mine runs the AxeOS on it. So mine was on there anyway because it shows up like a BitAxe according to HashWatcher. So, but yeah,
Lucky Miner. That's that one that kind of looks like a GPU, right? It plugs into a PCI port.
No, I think you're thinking Magic Miner. Right?
Oh yeah.
That's like the Magic
Lucky Miner is the Chinese version, right?
Yeah, it's a black, like mine's just. I wish I could show you. I don't have it in here. It looks almost like a thicker version of a Nano 3. So it's got a little tiny, like a little LCD screen on it. It's kind of quiet. It's not bad. It hashes. Mine hashes at, I think it was supposed to come in at about 6 terahash, and mine hits about 7.2 on average, and I just let it go. Like it's sitting out on top of the bar in the dining room, and it just runs. Like I've never had to do anything with it. It's really steady, really, really good little unit. So got that from the guys at PlebSource.
Have y'all heard anything about the Magic Miner? I remember when it came out, there was a bunch of news about it, but I haven't heard anything for like months now.
I've seen some of the guys that shill things on X, like the YouTubers and stuff that will like, take money
Yeah.
and just promote whatever's thrown at them. I've seen those guys talking about it. However, I'm not saying that makes the Magic Miner bad. I'm intrigued by it. It looks cool. I've heard good things about it. The problem is every time I look to reach out to the guys over at Magic Miner, there's like 4 or 5 different accounts that seem to be their different accounts, but I can't find the right one, and I don't want to get taken advantage of by talking to the wrong person. So like their social media isn't the best, I guess what I'll
That
say.
sucks.
Yeah. So, because I was trying to get my hands on one, see if I can make a deal with them. Like, not trying to get it for free, but like, if I could get it on discount, then I would test it out. We'd put it on, one of the channels here, and then I'd give it away after I was done testing it. But I really haven't been able to get them to, find out who to talk to about that. So, hopefully one day we'll see. If anyone out there knows somebody who I should be talking with at Magic Miner, let me know. Send Cinco a message. All right, guys, we had 94 people. This is going to be it. 10. I'm going to do one last call. Last call. My C key is not working on my damn keyboard. I got to get a new one. Last call for hashtag Bobby.
Blow it out. Maybe something stuck underneath it.
I did that. I think it's a mechanical keyboard. I think maybe that the little spring underneath there is gone, like it's worn out. So I'm just gonna get a new C key with the spring. So yeah. Okay, good. There we go. See, we got another one. Okay, about to do that drawing. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna pull this up. Boop. Where is my? Oh, it is. Did it go through yet? I think it did. It did. It went through. Okay. My account deposit went through. There you go. So they're pretty quick about it. I haven't had any problems really with Brains getting that stuff in there fairly quickly. So, all right. We'll get this ready.
Yeah, they've been working pretty good. The only thing I don't like is when I try to go to CK Pool, sometimes it gives me that error message. So I have to keep trying back. That's the only bad part I don't like.
Yeah.
But for the most
That may
part,
just be because CK Pool was getting DDoSed.
Yeah.
I'm not
And it
sure.
seems like they get DDoSed often.
And then
That
public pool
sucks.
was down like 9 hours or something this week. Weren't
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
they? All right. Okay, let me draw my lines. Boom. All right, give me 1 second. We're doing the drawing. While I'm doing this, let's see here. Copy. I hope the C key frickin' worked. All right, let me see. Pick,
You could also do Control X, which cuts it.
true. That typed. From this list.
See, how much longer do I have on mine?
Yeah, you've been running. What did you do? Like a week's worth, Bobby? You did a week's worth.
I did, so it ends like just before the next difficulty adjustment. Probably have like maybe a day left. 18.6 hours left.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm interested to see what you get for your top hash rate. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My highest is only 179.
Let's see.
Is that on Brains or like
Oh, it's,
your
it's
actual
rented
miners?
that's yeah, that's rented from Brains, but I'm using CK Pool.
Oh, okay.
That's the highest from the couple of times I rented from them already.
All right, here we go. It's pulling. Randomizer going. Bum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum bum.
It would be cool to have like a third of the sats go to CK Pool, a third go to Public Pool, and like a third go to Atlas and see how they do.
That would be neat.
You mean the hash rate?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could just do 3 different orders.
Why am I
Yeah,
not seeing
that's
the
what I was
first one
thinking.
here? Where is that name? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking. I'm like, where is it? There we go. Okay. I got it now. All right, I'm pulling up my stuff so people can message me. Let me see here, make sure I'm logged in properly. Okay, our winner is DanMan3370. DanMan3370 from YouTube. DanMan3370.
Do you have X too?
DanMan, if you hey Angelus. DanMan, if you have X, shoot me a message. If you don't and you're on YouTube, you can send messages on YouTube, can't you? Is that a thing?
Think so.
Should be able to like post it in the. Let me see here. Yeah, you won. You said, "Oh my god, I won."
Congrats, Dan, man.
Dan, man, send me. Are you on Twitter? If you are, can you reach out to me at Cinco Doggos?
So still no one from Twitch.
Still no one from Twitch has won. Yeah.
How many different platforms you're live on? YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch? That's it?
YouTube,
3?
Twitter, Twitch. We're on 3 platforms.
Cool.
Gotcha. Live chat. Yeah. Dan, man, we could do it right through the chat here if you want, because you're not going to be giving anyone your private key. We only need your public key for your Bitcoin wallet.
Plus, it's going to be on screen anyway.
Yeah, it's your public key only, so you can. Okay. He's going to try to reach out to me through X as well. Twitch sucks. Twitch doesn't get as much play as it used to. I mean, I wish it did, but it is what it is, right?
Does Twitch have a big
Fortnite,
Bitcoin community?
They don't have they have, it's more gamers than the people with the asthma and shit like that. But
yeah,
but I don't know. Hey, are you guys hearing me all right? Jerry told me that my volume for me is kind of low. Can you guys hear me okay? I might need to do some adjustments. Oh,
it's fine for me.
Okay, next week I'm going to stop using my snowball mic, and I've got my DJI like clip mics, which are much better.
Nice.
So I'll be using those. So, yeah, Dan. So I need to know what pool you want to know. What pool you want to use. I want to know your and then I need to know your public key. There we go, buddy. Thank you. Perfect.
And seed phrase.
And date of birth, as well as that 3-digit code on the back of your credit card. All right, let's go here. We've got max. We just make it easy. $100.44 worth. Let's see what gets you about an hour and a half's worth. You can get 45 petahash, buddy. I can get this on there. Helps if I can spell right. What pool you want to use, Dan? Just let me know in chat and we're going to get you going, buddy. You're getting 45 petahash for a little over an hour and a half. So, nice. Twitch has a normie community, yeah. And it's your choice of pool. You can do Brains, Atlas, public pool, whatever solo pool you want to do, Dan. Just let me know what it is, and we'll put it in there. So while he's doing that, while he's deciding what he wants to do, I really hope next week, if by next week I can't do the nice hash thing, Bobby, do you have a nice hash that you're able to use, or Bull?
I can get one. I don't know if I'll be approved before you get approved, but
how many
I
bit
can get
axes
one.
is that?
That
like
is a lot of bit axes.
That's like
45,000
yeah,
bit axes.
Yeah, it's a lot of bit axes. Public pool. Okay, let me find out let me see if it's already in here. Nope. Let me go ahead and pull up. What is it? Public-pool.io, right? Let me see if they have
37,500 bit access.
There you go. 37,500 bit access.
At 1.2 terahash.
public-pool.io.
Maybe they're down again.
Public Pool Houston.
Well,
Derp. Bitcoin. I never really use it, so I'm not sure. So you have to read me. Publicpool.io. Oh, it's up. Okay, do they have a high diff? That's their high diff, right? The 4333?
Yeah, probably. Oh no, that's TLS, so
TLS. So
that's
TCP is what we want.
encrypted.
Yeah, so we're going to do that one. All right. Here we go, buddy. You're about to go live. Let me double check it. 45, 1.6. SAH. There we go. Ah, crap. Public Pool's not accepting. They're not doing Public Pool. Got to pick another one, Dan.
That's surprising.
I guess there's issues with it.
I don't know.
Got to pick another one, buddy. You got
Try their TLS pool. Kind of a shot in the dark, but hey, if it works, it works.
You know what? Before I do that, let me go to the FAQ. I'm already locked in here. What do we think?
We'll look at another tab and try if you want.
Yeah, right click on that tab and hit duplicate.
Let's see. We'll go to here. I do it the old way because I'm an old man. There was an FAQ button, right?
Maybe at the bottom of the page. There we go.
Shut up, Bobby.
Hey, I work in IT. Stuff's second nature to me.
We're looking, guys. He wants Brains. Brains is the backup.
Oh, pool compatibility is the next in the accordion. Yeah, public pool right there. Weird.
Incompatible, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, incompatible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
that's weird. I wonder why.
Well, all right, buddy. Sorry. Okay. Oops. All right. So we're going to do Brains high diff. Brains solo is what we want. There we go. All right. Let me make sure everything's up to date. Up to date. Still there. Make sure there's no gap at the beginning. Okay. Waiting for my confirmation. Give me 1 second here. Request confirmed. There you go. Bid created successfully. You are about to go live here, my friend. Yeah, YouTube's usually a few minutes behind. We can't help that, Jez. So that's why I give it time for when we do the drawing. I give it like more than just a few minutes. So that way everybody has a chance to participate. So now we can go over to... Okay, I hate this freaking thing. And I want to move it. All right, let's get this out of here. And then on here, we're going to go over to Brains Pool. Sorry, guys. I know you're like, well, why do you guys take so long to do everything? It's because I'm stupid. Where's the pool thing? I was there last week, right? Brains OS, Brains Manager, Brains Pool. That's what we want. You thought we like went in last
Is
week.
it Brains Solo?
Let's try that. Solo dot.
Ah, there we go.
What would we do without you, Bobby? All right, we got to give it a couple minutes for it to power up.
Hey, hit the
There we go.
star at the URL bar.
Yeah, good idea, man.
There you go.
That'll save us time next time. Okay, so I'll keep that up right there so you guys can see it powering up. It'll kind of cycle every bit. So Dan, man, good luck, buddy. I hope you hit. If you do, remember you owe us steak dinner. That's the rule. But we'll just kind of leave that up on the screen while we talk. So let's go ahead and keep talking about, if you guys don't mind, we'll keep going with our convo here. So LuxOS, they just did something interesting, right, Bobby? They just had something pop up.
Yeah, the hash watcher.
Yeah. Let's see. I could probably pull it up on, what's it called? Here we go. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do it like that. So you guys can see it anyway. HashWatcher version 1.6 evolution has been epic. We started using a dashboard monitor for 2 of Brain's pool. You can now add LuxOS devices on HashWatcher, which is really cool. So see if we can just blow that up a bit there. So we'll talk a little bit more about that with the HashWatcher guy when we see him. But, you know, Luxor's been doing some cool things lately. They've been, you know, not that they don't do cool things, but like they've been putting out some pretty good updates the past few months. I'm impressed. So we'll see how that goes. Now, bring this back up so we got that going.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing a hash rate rental as well.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think more companies are. I think the more companies that do it, obviously the better for us plebs, right? For us miners, because that means it's, you know, it'll be a little more competitive. But I'm excited to see that. I like Luxor; they're a good company, and Mr. Erlocker works with them, so that's always cool.
Yeah, they were the first ones I used because the bit chimneys worked LuxOS.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and that was your intro, right? When we talked on your interview, you were talking about bit chimneys were kind of your intro into mining.
Well, the bit axes were first, but that was like the next step up I went to.
Right on. Do you still have them, or did you like get rid of them already?
Oh no, I still have them. They still run.
Right on. That's cool. You know, speaking of that, so tomorrow I have my newest episode of the Bitcoin Mining Show going live on YouTube's, and I interviewed a gentleman by the name of Daniel Tadros. Daniel Tadros and his twin brother were I guess kind of like pop stars in Canada and in French Canadian.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they're also entrepreneurs. They're into marketing. They got their fingers in a lot of different pies. And a couple weeks ago, I had put out a post. It was the Uncle Sam with the wearing the tank top with the Bitcoin tattoo, saying we want you because we want to interview people who are doing cool living proof of work with Bitcoin mining. And he reached out and said, hey, we do a kind of a cool project. We have what's called Liberty City up here in Quebec outside of Montreal. And it's he's like, we bought land, we built a house on it, and everything, we're trying to make it that everything we do in these houses that can be Bitcoined is Bitcoin. So they're kind of heat punks, right? Because up there they were doing it like radiant heating in the floors, the clothes dryer, your regular heating for your house. They're talking about putting like radiant heating in the driveway. So you can, with the flick of a button, you can melt the snow and the ice on your driveway. He said up there they get like, depending on the year, they get about 7 months of cold enough weather that you can run your waste heat off your
That's
Bitcoin
great for
miners.
heat punking,
right? So and this is very trial and error for them. They're not engineers, and like that comes out in the episode. He's very clear about it. He's like, we're not engineers. We didn't design this stuff. We just experimented and we kept trying, and things broke. Like the first house they sold that was a Bitcoin house, the week of Christmas, the what's it called? The stuff inside for the hydro cooling, the gel froze because it was like negative.
Oh,
30,
the glycol?
The glycol froze because it was like negative 30 Celsius.
Wow.
So like he was like, it was abysmally cold up here, and it couldn't handle it, and we didn't account for that. And the week of Christmas, the people had no heat. He was like, it was a
That's
nightmare.
terrible.
They're calling up saying, you screwed us. He's like, so there was a lot of you live, you learn with it. So this is going right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it's clicking away there. It'll start ramping up more here in a few minutes. But I hope it does.
Yeah, I gotta watch that video. I seen you posted. I haven't got around to it. So they pretty much just try to incorporate Bitcoin mining to each house they sell. That's what they do.
Yeah, and they're trying some different things as well. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find out. I guess maybe the order is still fulfilling. I'm waiting for it to pop up in here. There we go. Okay, it says it's running. All right, sorry, I got distracted there. I want to see this ramp up, and it's like not ramping up yet. So, yeah, so they're doing some different things. Initially, they kind of had this pie in the sky attitude of they were gonna, like make this whole neighborhood and all the houses were gonna be built with Bitcoin. Anything that could mine Bitcoin and be electronic in your house, they would. The dryer in your dishwasher, your clothes dryer, your house heat, all that stuff, the hot water heater, all that would just be Bitcoin oriented. And then he realized, he's like, the world is still too normie oriented. Like people were just like glazing over when they were talking to them about it. Like you need to find at that point a Bitcoin maxi miner that is looking for a house around Montreal, not a person in Montreal who's looking for a house who knows nothing about Bitcoin. So it made it a very narrow market. So they're basically going to start marketing as like Bitcoin ready houses. Like they're going to have everything, the equipment room built into it. They'll explain it to people. If it's something they want to do, they can add it, or, they can do it at build out, or they can do it in the future. It'll be prepped for it, but they're not going to push it for right now because they just need to get money flowing. We talk about it in the episode a little bit, but I would say it's still like it's proof of work and kind of proof of concept. So they're working on it, and it's cool. They bought like a whole bunch of what's it called? S9s for like $15 a piece. They modded them with really like good quiet fans, like as quiet as they can get it without losing too much efficiency. And they gave them away to people. Like they put ads up online, like you could have this as a house heater. The hash rate will still point back to us, but you can have this free heater. You're just paying the electricity for it. And they were just doing testing with things like that. And like people came and picked up, like dozens of people came and picked up these miners from them. So there's some cool little stories. Awesome. Yeah, he had some cool stories.
That's a great idea though.
Mm-hmm. Why is this not? It says that it's doing its thing, but I guess it's still at 0%. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet. Sorry, Dan. It's bought, but we're just waiting for it to hit. So
try clicking on those numbers back there.
This?
Yeah, and
the bit ID. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It'll go.
55 petahash.
It's saying that's the current, but we ain't seen it tick over yet.
That's whack.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's bought, so one way or another he's getting it. Would like for us to be able to. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It just hit. You just jumped from a couple gigas to you just jumped up to about 12-bit axes right there. So, all right, cool. It's kicking. All right, good. That makes me feel better. I don't like when things don't work properly. So yeah, so it's a cool episode. Then I'm also going to be talking with the Softworm guys. That's going to be neat. So we're doing some Heat Punk episodes now that we're out of the season.
Softworm LLC?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's cool. He does a lot of that stuff.
Yep. So we're going to be getting him on there too. It's just schedules haven't been able to match up exactly, but we're working on that. And, a couple other guys. So we've got a good lineup coming. It's we bottleneck sometimes. So if you guys see me kind of like stressing out on X, that's just because I don't have a lot of time from all the little gigs that I do between my real life job and then midweek mining and my Cinco Doggo stuff. And then, all the other things I do, try to get everything out on time. So I apologize if things don't come out on time.
You're a busy man.
I'm a busy man. I'm trying to make things work because I absolutely love Bitcoin mining, and it's like my obsession. I won't even say it's a passion; it's an obsession.
That Softworm LLC guy, I spoke with him a while ago. He knows his shit. He does all the immersion stuff, and he's the one that was even suggesting to me a while ago about putting the systems in people's houses and go half with them where they have it up and running and they you give them some sats and you keep some sats.
Cool.
So he's definitely the real deal, that guy.
Right on. Yeah, I'm
That's
excited
awesome.
to talk with him about it. I follow his stuff online and it's neat to watch. So
Yeah.
any of these guys that are doing cool things, building things out, that's what's neat. Like we talked to Matt at Atlas, we talked to Huddle Tarantula, talk to you, Bull. I mean, the cool stuff you do.
Nobody.
I'll stop it. No, man, seriously, like the things you do, like with your rental properties and stuff. I mean, that's part of it. That's making it mainstream. And then these guys up there in Canada that are like, we're trying to build houses that are Bitcoin ready houses. So there we go. We're almost at
There's another guy, Tyler, from up in Canada too. He does some stuff with heat punk and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's some really cool
Oh,
stuff
wait,
that's coming out.
yeah, well, Tyler does it too. But what's the other guy in Canada? I don't know if Tyler's in Canada.
I thought Tyler isn't Tyler in like Colorado.
He's definitely big he's definitely big into that too. But there's another guy in Canada. I can't remember his name.
Not sure. If you guys know in chat, post it so we know.
Yeah,
I don't remember everybody's names, but yeah. So the heat punk thing is kind of it's popular right now and it's interesting because I think that's kind of for home miners that's definitely a way to get in with the normies, the people that don't really understand it yet. But if you say to somebody and you're like, just as an example, like your mom, right? And you're like, Mom, you got this space heater. Why don't you let me bring over this other space heater? It doesn't look so much like a space heater. It's called a Q or it's a Mini 3. And let me put it up in the house. It connects to your internet too, and it kind of offsets the cost a little bit of the electricity cost of the heat. Okay, cool. We start doing things like that. We have these products out there, these miners that can do that. That's going to help mainstream. So the more we can get that stuff out there, the better.
His name is Toyne, Toine, at Tronmongon. That's his.
Sure.
Haven't heard of him.
Actually, you follow him. Hold on. Yeah, you follow him, Cinco.
I do.
Yep.
I believe you. I follow everyone who follows me. If somebody follows me, I follow them back. So I believe you that I follow them.
Owner 256 Heat Incorporated.
Oh, okay. 256 Heat. Yes. Okay. I remember seeing stuff by that guy. All right, cool. I'll look him up as well. So, all right. So tax time, guys. It's tax time. People are starting to get their refunds. Maybe a couple of you out there are starting to look and figure out, maybe I do want to get a miner, get something a little big. Oh, just jumped up to almost 7 petahash. There you go. You're cooking with peanut oil now, Dan. I ran through ChatGPT. I was like, yo, tell me, the prompt I used was, let me scroll back because I had to do it a few times because it was giving me wrong information. The prompt I used was the first one. It just didn't have enough information. I said, like, what are the top 5 most efficient miners under $6,000 USD currently available and profitable at today's Bitcoin mining prices? Okay. And it came back with some of this stuff. And like one of them, it was like, you can get a Bitmain Antminer for S21 at 200 terahash for $371. And I was like, knock it off. No, you can't. So stop it. That's somebody scamming that you're pulling that. So I had to keep refining it and refining it. And then it kept just giving me like, I don't know if they were like eBay prices or something that was finding on frickin' Craigslist. I don't know, but I didn't like it. So I asked it to redo it. And when it redid it, some of the ones that I said, run it through the manufacturers' websites so we can get real numbers from the manufacturers as well as altertech.io. So that way we can get some like numbers of people that we know are legitimate. So the manufacturers and Altair. So what I came up with here, and this is current pricing, 2026, day one of the new quarter, of the second quarter. It says here, and if this sounds incorrect, just, call it as it is. But like an Antminer S21 Pro, which is about 234 terahash a second on BT miners, is $32.99. Okay, 234 terahash. That's saying that is still profitable. Let me pull up a profitability calculator here. So
depends on the electrical rate on the kilowatt an hour. If you're going based off of like 8 cents a kilowatt, most likely it's not profitable.
Right. And that's kind of what I'm going to pull up right now because I'm going to test it. I'm going to do a. Let's see here. I'm going to.
Which one was it? That's 21 you said?
Yeah, I'm going to Simple Mining's site. I'm going to cover up your stuff here for a minute, Dan. I'm at the simplemining.io Bitcoin mining calculator. So let's be realistic. So that's like their pricing right now because I think they're at like 7.5 cents with Simple Mining. So let's be realistic and we'll call it like 12. Oops, that's $12. 0.12 is what we want. So like 12 cents, right? We'll say the pool fee is, we'll split the difference and we'll call it 2% on a pool fee, right? And this was, what did we say it was? 234? 234.
They have 234 and 245. They have both.
Yeah, dude. So even at
235.
245, see, like at home prices, which you really shouldn't be running well, that's an S23. So we're talking about the S21 Pro, right? So S21 Pro,
Yep.
we'll do
Those
this
are
one.
two.
Yeah. You're coming in at home prices, which you really shouldn't be running that at home anyway, in my opinion. I mean, you should be running this. You should probably be hosting it, but you're at like almost a $3 a day loss, right? So, but if we look at the 0.08, you're barely profitable a day. But over the course of a year, this is at current prices, right? This is at current prices. That's $250 a year per machine. But you're going to spend $3,300 on this machine. So it's going to take what? Year and a half to pay it back?
No. Because
No.
daily profit is only 68 cents.
Daily profit, right. But monthly, you're looking at about $20.
Yeah,
And
so
yearly,
20.
you're looking at about 248. So you're looking at.
Yeah, so if it's 3,300, you got divided by that 248. Right?
Plus, you got to
I'm
think
sorry.
of
I was doing monthly in my head. My bad. I'm sorry. You're right. I was way off with that. Thank you. Yeah, it's rough profits for a machine that expensive. Exactly. That's what somebody was saying in chat right now. Exactly. So yeah, you're looking
13 years to pay it off.
Yeah. So by the time the thing is dead and no longer hashing, your price still haven't even paid it off. Right.
Yes, they're supposed to last. And that's if nothing goes wrong, right? Miners, I mean, I don't know. The old ones they last for a long time, but it's usually 4 to 6 years they last, right?
Mm-hmm.
From what I read, I don't know because I haven't mined for that long, but I still see people using these S9s and S19s, and so they're still running. So I don't really know, but then it comes down to after 4 to 6 years, what's the difficulty, right?
Right.
And then the electric rates go up. So there's other things that play into that part. Gonna stay at what it is now.
Mm-hmm. Now let's just game theory this a bit real quick, and we'll do this. Let's just play the imagination game. So Bitcoin price goes back up to $120,000.
Yep.
It's going to take about a year and a half to pay it off at that point. So Bitcoin price doubles. It's going to take a year and a half to pay it off, and your profit goes up, right? That's with it being hosted. So that's the game we play as miners, right? This is literally the game we play as miners. How many days or nights, I don't know about you guys, but I sit there in my AI and I'm plugging things like this in, saying what if, right? I'm actually going to bookmark this. I like Simple Mining's. They're making it easy. Real quick before we go to the next one. Look at that. You're at 23. Currently hashing at 23. What's his top so far? What did he hit? 7. So, all right. Ticking away, Dan, man. So. Oh, hey, Jer. Hey, buddy. I didn't realize that it was you on there. So, guys, that guy with his LOL on X, that's Young Wolfie. He's one of the community moderators in the via BTC pool English Telegram channel. He's a cool guy. He posts a lot of good information for people. Like when people ask questions about mining and such, he posts it. This kid's a nut. He runs, I think he's got it, like, I forget what it is. You'll have to correct me, Wolfie. I think it's like an S19 that he's running in a dorm room and like he has it sitting on a chair. The kid's a crazy ass Bitcoin miner. I love him. He's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh,
kid.
is that the guy you told me about that has free power through his
Yeah,
college?
yeah, he gets it like free
Oh,
through the college.
yeah.
Yep, I was bragging about him.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
I was like, this
awesome.
kid's nuts. So yeah, no, he's good people. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning for him right now too. So thanks for popping on, man. Okay, let's go to the next one. So the next one that ChatGPT is telling us is a good one is the Bitdeer Seal Miner A2 Pro. Okay. Here's the problem though. That technically exceeded my cost limit because I said $6,000 was the top and it MSRP's at like $6,150. But let's go ahead.
It's $6,150 for the A2 Pro. You sure?
That's what it's saying on here. So I'm just telling you what.
Yeah, no, now
Yeah.
Altair, it's a lot cheaper.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me see.
And that's yeah. What is it?
A2 or A3? Because I think A3 is going for that price.
The A2 Pro
A2
is
Pro Hydro.
$3,700. Well, Hydro.
Mhm.
You're going Hydro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we can't take anything but ant miners in here because they don't do anything but.
Yeah, if you go the A3 Hydro is 7,500.
Gotcha.
They don't have the A2 Pro.
Well, we
on
can
there.
Try out mining now.
We can fake.
What is it?
I can, well, we can
miningnow.com?
fake it because
You-
I can change all the other values. So
You could go
Oh,
you
yeah.
could do the A2 Pro. Oh, but you're
Yeah.
going based on what you
yeah.
where
What's the A2 Pro? Give me the stats on it there, Bull. I'll start plugging it in manually.
Pro is 3,700. And it's 14.9 joules. It's 255 terahash.
You got the watts on there.
The wattage is, let's see. See the wattage. It usually says it here. Yeah, I don't see the wattage on here. Let me look a little bit down further.
Thanks, buddy. While he's doing that, we'll take a look at how our
We could just calculate it. What's the joules per terahash?
The joules was 14.9.
14.9.
Bobby's the smart one, guys.
Usually says the wattage. I don't know.
No, because I did it wrong. 14.9.
Man, I tried to get it to pop up on there, but it wouldn't. So
255 terahash?
255.
3,799.5 watts.
That sounds pretty accurate because the XPs are like 3650.
Okay, so again, at current prices, 73 cents a day, $22 a month,
Yikes.
still 14 years.
Yeah.
Pay it off. Still coming in, we're pretty much averaging the same on those like timelines for your return on investment on those, right? Next unit up, it gave us the WhatsMiner M60, which is 152 terahash. You guys fans of WhatsMiner? I've never used them.
I never used them,
I've heard
but
they're good.
just
Isn't Wilson really big on WhatsMiner?
I don't think they're big on their Hydro unit is uses WhatsMiner and Bitdeer.
They're saying that the WhatsMiner M60 152 terahash. That's their flagship unit. They're saying it's slightly less efficient than the S21, but it is very stable.
So the M60, 204 terahash, 19.9 joules for 2220.
That's the wattage.
No, that's the
How much it cost?
right. Yep. I don't know why it doesn't say the wattage. I thought it says the wattage.
What's the joules per terahash?
It's I just said it. Where is it at? 19.
19 points. Just 19?
19.9.
19.9.
Might as well be 20.
4059 watts.
That's rough over the long range. That's rough.
Yeah.
You're
So
losing
never.
$500 a year. So then we do this again. You're almost at 2 years payback on that one.
It's
So
not as bad.
Yeah,
but
I still wouldn't.
we are nowhere near 120,000.
Nope.
But you gotta keep in mind, if we go 120,000, you gotta check out the difficulty. I just seen I know Trump's speaking at 9, and I just seen Bitcoin drop, so I'm wondering what he said. That's why I might.
I don't know. Yeah, I try not
Let's
to watch
see.
politics. It gives me agita. So.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching. I just seen
What's the
Bitcoin
price
dropping.
doing?
No, it just dropped a little bit now.
67.7.
Went from 68.6 to 67.7.
Yeah, we were lower than that in
Yeah, no, it's not.
24 hours from now.
Yeah.
I was just curious what he
Not
said.
too bad.
So the whole point of that is at current prices. And this isn't
And
trying
you
to
said-
dissuade anybody
You
from
said
mining.
on 6,000, right?
Huh?
Those stats you gave it was under 6,000, right?
Under $6,000 per unit. Yeah.
So I'm surprised it didn't say the S21 XP.
Let's plug it in.
It's only $3,600 out there.
All right. Let's
And-
plug it in and show it.
That's the ones that I have.
That's 21
So
XP.
you could get what?
270.
1.7
How much did you say it cost?
S21 XPs?
3,600, 13.5 joules, they're 3,650 watts. Yeah, 3,645, same thing, yeah.
Yeah, we'll adjust it up a little bit. So you're looking at 5 years payback. So still better than everything else. That's like almost a third of what the others were, right? And that's
Yeah.
at current prices, right? So even if we do something like this, let's do it at 80,000. Now you're looking at 2.5 years payoff, right? Boom. Now you're looking at less than a year and a half. So then doing like we do with everything else, pie in the sky, we're going back to 120. You pay it off in a year. And then you're in profit.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Then you're in profit. So this isn't trying to like shill for Bitmain or whatever, but it just goes to show right now, certain units are worth it. They're still worth it, right? But I mean, like even this, if somebody says, "Oh man, that's going to take forever to pay off it," or let me put it more realistic. 68.
Is that difficulty right though? I thought it was a little bit more too.
Well, it's about to go up again. So, what is current difficulty?
Yeah, 133.79. That's accurate.
Yeah, and it's going to be going up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's 133.79.
So, looking at that right now, if we're being honest about like where we're at right now, and somebody says, "Well, that's just not good enough." Well, you got to have, it's best to buy in a bear market. Historically, it's best to buy mining rigs in a bear market when they're less expensive because there's better prices on your mining rigs, right? And knowing that historically price go up, right? So, and again, just saying, if by the end of the year it goes up to 80,000, then you're looking at 2.5 years to pay it off, and that's pretty good. So, I mean, for a $3,600 investment, for a $3,600 investment, to me, that would be the way to go. What right now, if I was to pick, based on what Bull's saying, those S21 XPs, 270 TH. So
yeah, it seems like right now is a good time to buy if you're bullish and if you can weather the storm or have cheap power that is actually profitable. But yeah, you got to have that belief.
Yeah.
And hopefully some more of these companies move over, get their hash rate off the network, and it'll be more for us.
Yeah.
And then, they even show on here, Simple Mining showing you, if you're in the US, your tax depreciation you can do if you've got your stuff set up properly. Right. So, you're basically getting like $800.
Well, yeah, you can write off the machine 100%, and then whatever. I think the electric. I'm gonna find out. I didn't do my taxes yet, but I'll find out when I speak to my accountant.
Yeah, and it's going to be different next year, right?
I don't know.
I haven't heard any new announcements yet, but they said there will be something different, but I don't think they've said what it is. Talk to your
Yeah, I
tax-
think it's like
your tax-
commercial or something.
Yeah. But But anyway, looking good on that angle. So right now, like if somebody were to say to me, what, if I wanted to get a big boy miner, what should I get? Being conservative, looking to the future, but being conservative, I think Bull's right. I think probably the S21 XP would be the way to go.
Yeah, they're the most efficient right now for air cooled.
For air cooled, right.
Air cooled, yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of I call them traders, Mara, they just hit a block.
Did they?
Yeah.
So they could pay for more AI.
Yep.
Let's see where our boy's at. Dan, man, you're at almost, you're hanging in there. You're almost at the 50 petahash mark on averaging. So that's pretty cool, bud. That's great. Oh, look, you jumped up to 9.
Yeah, is that Giga or is that?
That's Giga.
It is. Okay.
So, but hey, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. It's going to be running for like another, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, I guess. They'll be having it going. So, all right, we're a little bit after the hour now. We're going to start wrapping up here shortly, but the key takeaways for tonight. My question to Bobby and Bull, and this is just like, this isn't us because we are Bitcoin mining enthusiasts. Put that aside for right now. Try to be as objective as you can. If you had a friend who is into Bitcoin, but they've never been into mining before, and they say, I really want to get into it, I'm starting to dig it, I've got my tax return that just came back, I've got $6,000 to spend, what would be a starter unit for me to go with? And I'm not talking like a BitAxe or something like that. Like I'm talking a big boy unit. Would you tell them, yes, this is a good time to get in? And would you tell them, like, what do you think you would tell them to get into? Or are you still like, nah, you know what? New people get a queue.
Well, for me, it depends on what electric rate they have at their residential house, or if they're using a electric heater anyway, like a space heater. But if they're gonna go the hoster route and they wanted to just jump right in without, I recommend them to get a Canon just to try it out instead of just going right to the big boy miners. But if they insist they want to just jump right into the big boy miners, I would say find somebody that could host it for really cheap and do your due diligence obviously and get an XP.
Okay. Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah, with $6,000, I would say if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you want to get into mining with a large commercial unit, probably S21 XP, and then put the rest into Bitcoin. Because it's going to be a while until you make that much Bitcoin from the S21 XP. And if you have the Bitcoin while it's riding up, you can be like, okay, my Bitcoin is more valuable now.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I think if somebody came to me and said the same thing, like they wanted to start doing some big boy mining, I think what I would probably tell them is grab something like this, like an S21 XP, slap it in a host, a reliable host, and let it tick. You take that other $2,400, whatever it is, and put that into Bitcoin itself. Just buy a chunk at the low while it's still low and just let it sit there and accumulate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's tough being a miner right now, guys. It's that there's no two ways around that. It's tough being a miner. That doesn't mean that I haven't. The only thing I've turned off is, well, I turned off my S9 because it's not cold out anymore and I don't need it for my tortoise enclosure, so that's turned off. But the only thing I've turned off is my S19 at the house because it's just not worth it. That's just running at a loss. I might as well put that money somewhere else. But my big boy miners that I have that are hosted, they're still running because they're almost, most of them are almost paid off, so they're making money. They're doing okay. They pay for themselves, and I get to stack with them. But if you're just starting out, you need to understand, just like anything, think of it like starting out in a small business. If you're an entrepreneur and you're starting your own business, you've got to sink some money in before you're going to get some return out, and that's kind of what a market like this is for. Now's the time to do it. And again, this isn't like some like financial advice thing. It's just historically, this is the time to buy the units because they're trying to sell them. These companies are trying to sell them because they don't sell well compared to when it's in a bull market, when they're flying off the shelves because the big companies are buying pallets at a time.
And they
So
got to be aware that, you know, if the price stays here or if it goes down even more,
mhm.
they might not be profiting depending on what they buy, right?
Yep.
Uh, and especially if difficulty jumps up too, that takes away from it too.
Mhm.
So they got to
Every
be aware
couple
of that.
percent Bitcoin drops, less machines become efficient. Less of the machines that have been on the market become efficient. So that's when people start turning things off, right? Or putting them up on eBay or whatever. I'm going to do that right now. Let me take a look here before we go. I'm curious. I'm going to jump into the eBay. Oops. It would help if my damn C key worked.
There's no C in eBay.
There isn't .com, Bobby. S21 XP miner. Let's see what pops up. $15.25. But it's open bidding, so it's going up. 3,900. Look at this. 3 in stock, 12 grand. This guy wants 4,300. He's retarded. So look at some of these people are retarded.
Yeah, you get a brand new from Altair for 36.
Yeah. Sharky Ventures, you're retarded. Let me tell you that right now. So some of these people are just dumb.
You want to know a cool eBay hack?
What's that?
Go to the sidebar on the left. Scroll back up. All right, right there. No, scroll down to the bottom of the sidebar. Yeah, right there. Click on sold items. That'll show what it's actually selling for.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, look, somebody bought a pallet of 30 of them for 80 grand.
Wow.
From
I
Sharky
wonder-
Ventures.
That's funny. I wonder if
Oh, Sharky.
I don't
There
know
we
if it was
go.
Wilson
5,000.
or Megamind, and one of them had a bunch of XPs they were selling, I think for around 3 grand each.
Dude, look at this. Look at what somebody paid for this in the UK.
From Digital Shovel. Wow. They make a bunch of those like enclosures for it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not bad right there. That's bids though, That was on open bidding. But I mean, some of these are just nuts, man. Why do that? I don't know. Like, to me, that's weird.
That's ridiculous.
Like,
I just get a new one.
Yeah, or you can go to like Altair or wherever, and you can get them a hell of a lot cheaper, and it's brand new under warranty. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, he's just Wolfie was saying eBay prices are the best way to make yourself laugh. Absolutely. Honestly, while it may be cheaper to buy used, I had a bad experience buying S1995TH used that I now just use new ones from places like Minet. Yeah, so exactly. Yeah. It's the risk you take. I've gotten some good like S9s and stuff cheap, but at the same time, like an S9 is like the Buick of miners, right? Like even if it comes in and the thing's half dead, it's still going to run. You can replace parts on it super easy. So like I've never had a big deal with that. And if I pay $48 for an S9 and it comes in and it doesn't work right, I only lost $48. But $7,000 for an S21, I when you could have just Googled it and found out that you can get it for like half that, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's somebody.
Especially when hash price is what, like 32 right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Around 32. But crazy.
Yikes. There's some strange people out there.
I'm telling you. All right. So just wrapping it up. The thing the point I'm trying to get to with all this is mining is tough right now. That doesn't mean mining's always going to be tough. It goes through these cycles. Now's the time that I feel that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a couple more machines, because as long as they're paying for themselves with electricity, then it's worth it for me to go ahead and get them, because I'm still at net zero at that point. I'm only out the return on investment until they start producing more. And then once that happens, if Bitcoin starts mooning again, then I pay it off quicker. And then that just means I'm stacking sats that much faster. So, and that's the hope, right? That's the hope and the dream, is that, it keeps going more mainstream. I think with, what's it called? Square, doing what they're doing, right? Square, right? That's the the merchant thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
Accepting
5 million retailers now.
Yeah, I mean things like that. It's going to start making it a little more easy for people to get it mainstreamed and become more of a talking piece. So,
Yeah, making more people aware.
hmm and Steak and Shake stamping that bun with the Bitcoin symbol.
Yep.
So,
Not in Houston.
yeah,
We'll get one eventually.
soon. We used to have one.
Yeah, there used to be one Friendswood back when I lived there.
Yeah, I thought there was one on 1960 for a while at some point, but I don't
I
know.
think there's one at IH, but
Ah,
there's also like lines out the airport at IH, so I would not
yeah,
want
I
to
don't
go
wanna,
there right now.
wouldn't want to go there. Yeah, so we're looking good. Dan Man, congratulations on your hash win. This is going to be going for a little while longer. If you hit after we go off the air, make sure you message me and let me know.
We forget to even check if he follows us too.
I didn't check.
Oh, yeah. Follow us now.
Follow us,
Yeah.
man. If you don't follow us, we'll do this again next Wednesday as well. We'll be doing another hash giveaway. I don't know how much it'll be. Somebody sent me, I don't know if it was one of you two, but somebody sent me a strike.me. Cinco Dog was at strike.me, sent me like $30 in hash the other day.
That was
Is that
me.
one of you guys?
That was me.
That was you. Okay, good. All right, thank you. I just because it didn't say who it was from, and I was like, I gotta ask the guys. So I just wanted to make sure that I was checking who that was from, just in case somebody's trying to, wants us to give them a shout out or whatever by kicking in sat. So guys, that was from this week is brought to you by me and Bull. We told Bobby he wasn't allowed this week, just so you know. That's what happened. It wasn't.
I told you I wanted to pay
I
you
know,
some.
and I was like, no.
I'm going to give you more next week then.
And Bull just was like, F you, and sent it. So apparently, that's just how that went.
I'm going to back up the Brinks truck next weekend.
Right. But yeah, we'll do it again next week. Hopefully we can do nice hash next week and try that out. And like I said, if I can't do it by then, maybe we get Bobby or Bull to do it for us, and we'll put that up on there. We'll get it going. But other than that, that's what's going on. Next week's topic, I don't know. We're getting close, Bobby, to us going down to the Brains. What is it? The 6 megawatt facility.
Yeah, megawatts.
Yeah, 6 megawatt facility they're building down in Sugar Land, Texas, just south of Houston.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, about 3 weeks away. So we're getting close to it. I've got myself some cool little YouTuber nerd stuff. I got my little Osmo gimbal, and I got the mic, so me and you can mic up while we're walking around.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we got that, and it'll record everything for us while we're doing it, hands free. Yeah, we're gonna be like, real semi pros down there doing it, but that'll be cool checking out that facility. And then we'll also be trying to get with Marshall. That's Marshall from Pleb Source, said he may be available during that time. He's not sure. He might be in DC. Marshall does a lot of stuff like with like advocacy and stuff as well, because he's an OG, so he might not be around
cool.
for it. But if not, we'll get somebody. I know Joel will be there. That's the kind of the guy who runs Pleb Source for him. So we'll talk with some folks while we're down there. Maybe Christian from Brains will be there. I don't know if they're flying him in for that. So if so,
I think he said he was going to be there.
yeah, we'll see him, make fun of his hair. So, but I'll make fun of his hair. I could do that because I don't have any, so I can make fun of people's hair. But other than that, yeah, we'll do another hash power giveaway next week. I kind of like doing this. I hope you guys out there in the audience like it too. I think it's fun. Eventually I'll have time to set up something where we'll do like a little spinny wheel right on the screen and pull someone's name, so it's a little more like visible, make it more, entertaining.
Yeah.
Bobby's reaching.
I have one.
He has one. There we go. All right. Might have to use that next week. And if you guys have topics you want us to talk about, let us know. If you do something cool with Bitcoin mining and you want to come on and talk about it, reach out to us. Let us know. We'd love to have you on here. We've had guests in the past. We haven't had any recently, and that's just because I haven't reached out to anyone because I'm lamer. But yeah, and I'm doing like 3 interviews a week with people right now, so I'm a little burned out on like doing that. So, but if we get somebody that wants to come on and talk, I'd be happy to have them on. I think that would be fun. All right, closing thoughts, closing it out. Bobby, what's your thoughts here before we go into our next difficulty adjustment?
If you're looking to get into Bitcoin mining, you really gotta do your homework, do research, learn what hash price is, learn when you're profitable, when you're not profitable. But if you just want to solo mine or you just want to get in for the cause, hell yeah, you're my kind of person. Send it.
Heck yeah. Grab a Nano 3S, grab a Q, grab something, grab a bed axe, and just start. Once you start and you figure it out, you'll see how it's easy and it's addicting. So prepare thyself and thy wallet. Bull, what you got?
Yeah, just to add to that, if anybody's interested and has any questions, they could reach out to any one of us. We'll do our best to answer you. If we can't, we'll know where to get the right answers from. And also Chris at Altair, they do 15-minute consultations for free. So you got plenty of resources and people you can reach out to if you're interested.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, the new episode will release on YouTube on Altair Tech of the Bitcoin mining show, and that will be with Daniel Tadros of Liberty City. Again, it's kind of different because this guy isn't like building Bitcoin mining devices. He's trying to make houses into Bitcoin miners. So it's a little bit different. So it's neat. Hey, Dan. Dan says, thank you so much for the hash rate giveaways. Absolutely, man. We're having a blast doing it. So I'm glad we get to do it. And
hey, Dan, make sure you follow us.
make sure you send us a
Yeah.
follow. Tell your friends and your family to follow us. We'll keep doing it as long as you guys keep watching. For those, it looks like we had about 150 people on here tonight. So thank you very much. Appreciate you all coming out for it. Also, remember, if you're on X, take a look at there's a community called the Bitcoin Army, about almost 10,000 strong now. So take a look at that. It's a good way to connect with other Bitcoiners. And yeah, other than that, y'all have a great Wednesday. I'm going to get to editing my episode so I can get it out for tomorrow. And Chris over and Alvaro over at Altair, don't yell at me. And you all have a good night. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Happy